Hello, my beautiful rainbow people. Welcome back to Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I am the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Hebrew text. However, I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered texts of the various Old Testament prophets. That is what became the Book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. And I found contained within it a set of instructions that I was uniquely qualified to undertake. So I did. And the final thing that I'm required to do is to publish peace, which is what I've been doing on YouTube and social media for the last year. I have been publishing peace by reading to you from the traditionally unpublished manuscript, the Pot Smoker's Bible, and its companion, the Book of Zion. Now today is the final reading of the final chapter of the Pot Smoker's Bible. Chapter 31. So, let's go camping, it's called. And it goes like this. As I just said, at the end of the last chapter, we have to save ourselves. If we want to see a beautiful future where war no longer exists, then we must create that future ourselves. Our peace depends on our willingness to do what's required to have it and to keep it. No one can save us except ourselves. The gods of our ancestors left us a set of instructions as to what to do when they returned. 80% of that instruction has been actualized in our lifetime, which has brought us to the final stage of the human drama. Judgment Day for the wicked, salvation for the human species as a whole, just as foretold by the ancient Grey, or Anunnaki. Judgment Day for Earth is the day the people of Zion take to their stand against oppression and commit themselves to the Grey perpetually. In other words, the day the drug users go on strike is Judgment Day, because that is the day of first contact. We are Zephram Cochrane. Our campout is our rocket launch. Our declaration to the Grey is the landing of the Vulcans on Earth. We lowly drug users are the most honored among humans. For 100 years, our people have been under the oppression of the war on drugs. In the 19-teens, the U.S. government first prohibited the use of cocaine, except for by prescription from a licensed doctor. This began a century of oppression that was an attempt of genocide on a newly emerging minority group, emerging because of said prohibitions. In other words, the reason there is a people called Zion is because the governments oppressed them for 100 years and made them into a unique form of human. If drug use had never been outlawed, no one would care about drug use. It was the actions of the state that created the conditions for the emergence of the Zionite priesthood. So, as of now, we, who are to become the priests of the Grey, are nothing more than gypsy outcasts. That is far truer than you know. The gypsies are descended from the priests of the ancient Egyptians, which were part of the pre-flood priesthood. So our modern priests are wanderers like gypsies. But knowledge of our birthright grants us a new lease on life and justification for all that we are and do. Because of the revelation of the Torah prophecy about us, we now know that our cause is just. We no longer need to meekly submit to their genocidal tactics to prevent us from realizing our true nature and our unique ability to communicate with our creator alien gods. Knowing who we truly are changes everything. Our ancestors, the Grey, have left us instructions to follow. We are to use this evidence to defend ourselves and end the prohibition of drug use. To do so, we should do as Moses did. I take the role of Moses, because no man was found who would volunteer to do so. So I speak for our people to the authorities, using the prophecy of Israel to prove our innocence. For an entire year, when my book goes viral, I will dominate the media as my book, my claims, and my character is examined with a fine-tooth comb. As the saying goes, I'm going to spend a year defending my people and being the judge of humanity. Judgment is given to me. I look forward to the year of the controversy of Zion. At the end of that year, we will take our stand for freedom and go on a worldwide campout to do as the Hebrews did. We will go out to observe our rite of ascension, to call upon our God and prove to all that we truly are the priests of the Most High God of Israel. Ishi, the father of Rihanna, the hybrid human gray child, my first child, will be our contact. We will go to our camps and line up by our tribes and offer ourselves as servants and interpreters of both the gray and humanity. It isn't a vow to the gray as God. It is a vow to serve as interpreters between species. We serve both human and gray. We are the mouthpiece of the gray to the humans, and we are the ears of the gray when humans speak. We are the eyes and the ears and the mouth of the gray. So when we go to our camps, we do so for both ourselves and our fellow humans. During the year of the controversy, while I'm busy turning society upside down, all of my children, the Gray priesthood, and their local converts will be preparing for our exodus. We will go to our camps fully equipped and prepared to provide for ourselves long term. When we make our stand, we stand firm as a nation, with our elderly and children safe within. We won't back down, no matter what it takes. So while I distract the world, my nation will be preparing to defend themselves. During the fabled year of the controversy of Zion, many things will happen. Everyone who intends to survive will follow my instructions. And as a result, economics will fail. When the temples begin to open and the poor begin to become self-sufficient and the use of money declines drastically, a cascade effect will occur, and it will topple the money-based economy, and chaos will ensue. Society will split into factions, as if it hasn't already. Zion versus everyone else. 2/3 will not believe what I claim. They will perish in the firestorm to come. The third, that will listen, will prepare, and when my work is done concerning the controversy, We will go to our tents and make our declaration and ask the Grey to come to Earth and prove to humanity that we truly are Grey. The rest is foretold. Our campout solidifies the social split of Greys versus Gods on Earth. Because we have prepared ourselves for the campout, we will all go to camp with joy and high hopes. We will all be happy campers. That is our objective, to prepare for a huge party. It will be the family reunion to end all family reunions. We will be reunited with our most ancient relatives, the Grey. So we will have every reason to celebrate. But it will also be a very solemn occasion as well. We are an oppressed people making a first and final stand against an unjust waged war against an innocent people. Us. We will be putting our future on the lines. We will be jeopardizing the lives of our family and friends. It will be a very solemn occasion indeed. We will be testing my theory and our own courage. For 100 years, we have meekly submitted to the state's laws oppressing our unique way of life. We have never before stood up as a people and said, no, we are not criminals. We are Zion. We will no longer let you decide what we call good or evil. We challenge you to prove your right to oppress us. Justify your war, or we will follow the rules of war and both defend ourselves and participate in it. We have nothing to lose but our identity and our lives. Even if we legalize marijuana, that doesn't end the war. All drug prohibition should end. Or we are as guilty as the state of prejudice. We are drug users. We must unite to defend our rights, or they will take away even more rights from us. We lose our fear and our shame. That is what we have to lose. But this isn't just about a war on drugs. It's about alien contact. It's about global warming, Yellowstone, Ogallala Aquifer, and impacts from comets and meteorites and asteroids. Yeah, sorry about the meteorites, it's just asteroids. It's about our future survival, and a future that knows no war of any kind. We have only the pain and suffering of this society to lose, or the entire human race. The creation of the mountain arcs is the true purpose of all of this. No matter what threat eventually threatens life on Earth, a place of refuge is a wise precaution. We can all hope disaster never comes, but it's better to be prepared for the worst than die because no place was prepared. You don't have to believe the world is about to end to prepare for whatever life brings. The arcs are a wise precaution. According to the prophets of Israel, if the drug users of Earth all go camping at the same time, and as a nation united, inviting the Grey to Earth, vowing to serve as the ancient priesthood of the pre-flood, as the pre-flood age did, as interpreters between Grey and humanity for all generations, the Grey will send a single ship to answer that invitation. That is the reason I say, let's go camping. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild choice when we get to Camp Zion. Stay happy and high. If you use drugs, you have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I am the prophet foretold in the 54th chapter of the book of Isaiah, and I know that drugs are the way to God. Stay happy and high. Love you. Later. I never say goodbye.